Hi, my name is Sam. I've tried to film this like 3 times, I think. So this will be the last time, and if it doesn't work out, then I don't know. I'm trying to be quiet because my boyfriend's sleeping in the other room, but anyway, so what I've been trying to talk about is Walmart and what it's like to work during a pandemic and be like an essential worker, be a hero. My notebook almost fell. Anyways, so I don't think Walmart is taking this very seriously. I don't think that they care about us and our health, being the workers mostly, because to be quite frank, they've always cared about their customers more than us. Sorry if the light keeps changing. I have a video so it doesn't feel so lonely in here. Anyway, so I'm gonna start with some of like the thank you commercials. There's 3 of them mostly that keep playing on the TVs out back, because I work mostly in toys. That's like my title is a toys sales associate, but I mostly work in electronics. Anyways, so there's one for Feeding America. That one I'm gonna leave alone, that one's fine. But the 2 I would like to talk about are one is called Walmart Neighbors, which is so annoying, and then Walmart Heroes. So I'm sure if you've been into a Walmart, or there, now the light will stop changing. So I'm sure if you've been into a Walmart, or if you have a TV that has cable or YouTube with commercials or something, that you've seen the commercial where it's like, thank you from our associates to you, and it's like a girl starting to sing Lean on Me, and then it goes to like different associates trying to sing other parts of the song. I hate it. You've made me hate a very lovely song, which is the lightest thing I could say about it. But and I'm not trying to roast the employees. I'm sure they were probably forced to do it. But be quite honest, like, it's not inspiring or very good feeling to just constantly see a commercial where it's like these people are singing lean on me when you're not strong, I'll help you carry on, or however the lyrics go, because quite frankly Walmart doesn't give a shit, so why should I, lean on me? Yeah, I can lean on my friends and my coworkers, but I can't lean on this job. Doug McMillon doesn't give a shit. Quite frankly, he can kiss my ass. But anyways, I don't like that you're exploiting some of your workers. And I don't like that you're spending all this money to make all these commercials when you could be paying us. We aren't getting hazard pay or anything, but it's just, I'll get to that in a minute. I'm sorry, I'm not good with tangents. Anyhow, the other commercial is called Walmart Heroes, where it plays the background music, or the music part of David Bowie's Heroes, minus the words, obviously, and it has like photos and clips and like little videos of Walmart employees smiling and stocking shelves, and at the end it's like this shitty little vertical video of Doug McMillon, who's the president and CEO of Walmart, if you were unaware, saying, thank you so much to all of the Walmart employees, and it's just like, shut up. If you really wanted to thank us, then you could pay us. That would be cool. It's complete bullshit that you're not. So, I mean, you could look it up. If you don't believe me, that's perfectly fine. If I can figure out how to edit anything, then I will include some screenshots that I've gotten. But Doug McMillon, if you're unaware, is worth, just him by the way, $100 million. The Waltons, so the kids of Sam Walton who founded Walmart, are worth $201.4 billion. And Walmart is worth $514.405 billion. And they have 2.2 employees worldwide. And these are all numbers that were done last year. I had to write them all down, so because I tried filming this a while ago and it didn't work out, so I had to rewrite things for current up-to-date stuff. Anyhow, so I mean, with that much money, I think you could afford to slap in a couple extra bucks every hour, because quite frankly, I think that we all deserve it. The only thing that we've gotten for like hazard pay or corona bonus is what I call it, at least, is about 2 months ago, I think, we got a corona bonus, $150 for part-time, like myself, or, which I found out later, $300 which for full-time, which is like a very teeny tiny handful of people. And then I found out a few days ago, maybe a week ago, teetering on a week, that we will be getting the same bonus bracket amounts not until next month, maybe like June 25th or something. Oh, by the way, they were all taxed, so that's fun. Be quite honest, I think my life is a little bit, it's worth a little bit more to me than $300 taxed, you know, but what do I know? I just work here. I just don't get it. I do get it. It's greed. Doug McMillon, you're a greedy piece of shit, and I think you could afford to pay us, but you choose not to because you're so money hungry, and you Walton's children, you're so money hungry that you want to spend all of your cash on your vintage cars and your fancy fucking paintings and bullshit. Do you realize that most of your employees are like living in squalor or are working like 2 or 3 jobs to get by especially during all of this shit? It's astronomical. I don't understand it, and to be quite frank, I'm not very good at math. It's the one thing I'm not very good at, so I can't just break it down as much as I would like to, but factoring in all these numbers, I think you can figure it out. I also have a list of topics that I'd like to talk about, so I got a couple out of the way. That's fun. I'm gonna check them off. Sorry, I'm trying to go through this quick because every time I've tried to do this, I've talked for like almost an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. So, anyhow, next thing I'm gonna get into is customers. My favorite subject. Be quite honest, customers are terrible in general, but they are the worst I probably have ever seen them. Maybe right now versus like maybe Christmas time, including Black Friday. Like, it's like that. It's like Christmas and Black Friday had a really shitty baby, and that's what like the entitlement of this is right now, which is very sad because we do have a lot of really nice customers, and I want to make that extremely clear because, like, you know, a lot of them suck, of course, but you have a lot of them that are really nice, and it's sad because you get the one person that can just scream in your face and ruin your entire day, and then you forget all about like the 10 nice people that you had and stuff. But it's the way life works, you know, things happen. But anyways, so here's a few short stories of things that customers have done recently just in my store, and these aren't all things that even happened to me. I think there's only like one story I'm going to bring up about that. So, had a customer throw a package of sausage at a cashier because, God forbid, she told him that he could not have 2 packages or boxes or whatever you want to call them of butter because there's a limit. I'm sorry, I understand that it's frustrating, but for the love of God, what the fuck is wrong with you? She is a kid. Maybe she's 18, I don't know, but like, to me, everybody's a kid. I'm like almost 26, but like, you fucking threw a sausage at somebody who's much younger than you, who's trying their very best to do their job, during a fucking pandemic, and you're a 40-year-old dude. Grow the fuck up. And then, let's see what else. Oh, there's another guy, this was about a couple days ago, I think, got really upset at a very sweet older lady that works up front, who told him, I'm sorry, you can only get one thing, one package, whatever, of toilet paper right now. Sorry. There's a limit, like most things that I'm gonna be saying. And he grabbed it and then ripped it and said, well, if I can't have it, then no one can. We had to throw that out. It's fucking bullshit. Like, I just, you know, I understand being like frustrated, but why would you go out of your way to destroy something that somebody else could have used, you know? To me, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, there was another one, and this was like when it really started like bubbling, like way back in March. We had to have people guard the toilet paper. Like, they would bring out like a couple of things on an L cart. It's a cart that's shaped like an L. But yeah, because it was so nuts. So they would bring them out, you know, and then be like, okay, here you go, here you go, here you go. And it'd be one per person. And one guy, lo and behold, got pissy because he couldn't have 2, fucking threw it at her. I don't understand. I do, but I don't. Like, you know, people are selfish and they're rude, but they're also scared, and I get that. But then again, I worked at this store for 5 years, unfortunately, so I know a lot of these people. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, they're just being selfish, which maybe isn't the nicest thing to say. But like, I get being scared. I get that. But you don't have to be a dick about it. That's all any of us are trying to do, is just be nice and try to do our job. You don't have to be an asshole. You don't have to throw shit at people. You don't have to throw fucking sausage at a kid. You don't have to rip up toilet paper so we have to fucking throw it out. You don't have to get fucking pissed off because we had to tape off the fitting rooms because we can't let people try on clothes right now. I can't even tell you the amount of times that one of my friends who works over there told me, like, how many people get pissed off and upset because they can't try fucking clothes on. It's like, we can't return clothes right now. We can't do it. So what fucking makes you think that you can just go try on clothes in the middle of a pandemic, and then a lot of these people are trying to take the clothes and go into the bathroom to go try them on? That's disgusting. Disgusting. Like, it's just stupid. I don't understand, and it's just... I'm sorry if I seem low energy. I just worked today and I'm very tired. I don't know. The other thing that is driving me nuts is with the masks and stuff. It literally, we have a sign outside of our store. Unfortunately, I forgot to take a picture of it, but I'm sure if you go into a Walmart or something, there will be a big sign outside that says you're required to wear a mask or a face covering or something per state law or whatever, something along those lines. So, you know, you're supposed to wear them to get in, but then some people, and I'm not saying all, some are saying, oh, I have a medical condition, and I'm sure some people do. And if they're telling the truth, then that's fine. But then you have some people who abuse it and just waltz right in and then just take it off because, God forbid, they're being inconvenienced. Sorry, I live in an apartment complex, so Lord knows what the hell's going on over there. I think he's gutting the apartment, honestly. Anyways, so... But yeah, they just take them right off. And the thing is like, I get that it's hard to breathe with them on. Trust me, I know. I wear them 9 hours a day, 40 hours a week. Also, this is the most hours I've ever gotten out of the 5 years I've been working there. So that's fun. I have mine right here. This is the one I wore today. I have to wash it, and I have a napkin. I will protect all my stuff. I will wash everything when I'm done. But you know, you wear it, but it personally just drives me insane to see like this, like that, or even like when it's so loose that it kind of looks like a slack jaw or something, whatever that is. And like, I get if you need to take a breather and just take it off, like I have to do that, and I go into the back corner, go get my drink out of my water bottle, take it off for a second so I can go do that with clean hands, obviously. But then, you know, you put it back on. But the thing though is like, I have to listen to these people all day, and the amount of people, sorry, my leg itches, that are just screaming and bitching and complaining the whole time. Well, this is so stupid and blah, 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 and I can't do this. And it's like, you know, it's 20 minutes out of your day. It's 40 minutes out of your day. Just do the best you can. I don't know what you want me to, I don't even know what I want me to tell me anymore. It's just, I have to wear them. All my coworkers have to wear them, and be quite honest, I'm very much in the minority where personally I don't mind wearing them. Do I get very sweaty and hot and gross? Yes. But do I feel better wearing them? Yes. So personally, I don't mind wearing them. I know most of my coworkers are really mad about it, and that's fine. They're entitled to that, and you're entitled to be mad about it too. But you're in a store, there's a sign, just, I don't know, just suck it up for a little bit. I think it'll be okay. And then when you walk outside or you get to your car or whatever, you can just take it off and it'll be fine. I don't know. Maybe that's asking too much of some people. And then the other thing that drives me nuts is like with the gloves. Personally, I don't wear gloves when I'm at work because it's very hard to deal with. I just wash my hands a lot, and my skin is very scaly and disgusting. So people, they wear the gloves, and that's fine, do what you want, obviously. But then they'll go into the bathroom and they'll do their business, but then they don't wash their hands and they keep the gloves on. That is the fucking grossest thing I've ever seen. I don't get that. I don't understand. Just because you're wearing gloves does not mean that there's not germs all over them. If you're gonna go to the bathroom, take off the fucking gloves and throw them out and wash your fucking hands. It's not hard. Wash them for 20 seconds like the rest of us have to. It's not hard. And the thing is like these people, not all of them, just some of them are wearing the gloves after taking a piss or whatever, and they're going and touching all the shit, and it's just like touching the board games, touching the ice cream. I don't fucking know, but it's just like, it's gross. I don't get it. You wonder why people aren't getting better, why things aren't getting better. Like, it's just, think smarter, you know? Not harder. And then the other thing is then you have other people that aren't doing any of that stuff. And personally, I have an opinion. And my opinion is, I think it's foolish. And I know I'm gonna get yelled at, probably by a lot of people I used to go to church with. Just kidding, I'm joking. Anyways, but I think it's very foolish not to take precautions and not to wear masks or whatever. But obviously people will do whatever they want, just like they always do. And they just stay so close to you, you know? You're supposed to be social distancing. Stay the hell away from me. Stay 6 feet away from me. But they just want to like be right up in your face all the time. Like, I've had especially like 2 different instances where I had to get tablets out in the last like 2 or 3 weeks, I think. And I'm getting out the tablets and I'm struggling trying to get the case closed because that thing sucks. Like the doors don't want to work. And these people, they stay like 2 or 3 inches behind me. And it makes me nervous and I don't like it. And it's like, back off. Not only right now, but just in general, back the fuck away from me. You're making me nervous. Like, personal space. Ever heard of her? I don't get it. It's just stupid. I don't know. I think a lot of people aren't taking this nearly as seriously as they should. But the thing though is if we don't take it seriously, then nothing's gonna change. And all the people that are complaining about all the masks and whatever, and not being able to see their friends and family, like, this is gonna last so much longer than it has to because people aren't taking it seriously. And I just looked it up again today because like the things that were crossed out, this is from when I did it last time when I was gonna film it a few days ago, earlier this week, I think. So the numbers have changed. So, because today it's 12:41 in the morning and it's May 29th. So as of right now, we are at 1.76 million confirmed cases of coronavirus. And thankfully, we are at 379,000 resolved, cured, that's not the right word, resolved, I'm just gonna say that, resolved cases. That's wonderful. I'm excited about that. But then you have 103,000 people that have died in this country alone. And it's like, this isn't how you mourn 103,000 people that died, you know? You know, this isn't how you do it. You don't demand to go get your hair done, your fucking nails done and bullshit, or go get your golf game on, whatever, when this amount of people have died. It feels wrong. I think it's wrong. I don't know. It sickens me, be quite honest. And if you don't like that, then that's fine. You don't have to like it, and you don't have to be my friend, or you don't have to agree with me or do whatever, or to ever talk to me. That's totally fine. It's just, I think that people are being very selfish right now. That's the thing. You have a lot of people that are trying their best and being very selfless, like the healthcare workers. Oh my God, I can't even imagine what they're going through. A lot of them haven't even gone home since this has all started, and I can't even fathom what that is like, and I never can, you know. And then I don't know, you know. And then like, and I feel bad for the people that are stuck at home. I understand that it's boring, and then you probably, I don't know, are getting toe to toe with your family or your kids or spouse or something, and it's just, and I get that it's hard. I don't know what to tell you. Just, I don't know, go for a walk or something. I'm sure a lot of people have been doing that. I've been seeing a lot of people walking around on my drive, because my job is an hour away from my house. So I see a lot of people walking, and that's good. But it's just, I don't know. I just don't think it's right to see all these other people that are trying, you know, these people are trying so hard to keep everybody safe and protected and to protect their loved ones, you know. And then on the other side of the fence or whatever, you have all these people that are like, I demand I get my hair done. I demand I get my nails done. And I demand I get my golf game on. Like, it's just, it feels wrong. And then also I feel bad for the business owners that are losing business. Like, I want to make it clear, I'm trying not to be insensitive to everybody involved, but it's just, you know, and maybe this sounds harsh. I would rather, you know, you be bored for a few months than die, or I'd rather you, I don't know, close up shop for a couple of weeks or something than die. I don't want anyone to die. I don't want anyone to get sick, you know. So I don't know. I just want what's best for everybody, and I think that just staying home and only going out when you absolutely need to, you know. Because I also want to make this very clear, like, if you need to get groceries, you need to get your prescription, you go do that. If you need, you know, you need food, you need your medicine, whatever, that's fine. You do that. But if you're just going to Walmart or whatever to go shoot the shit and then get pissy because you can't try on a pair of jeans and, I don't know, buy all of our fucking TVs. A lot of TVs have been selling. I think it's kind of wrong. Like, I don't think it's right. Like, you know, it's just, and I know I sound very unsure. I feel very firm in my opinions. I just trying to slough it off in a funny way, I guess, because I don't know how to process all of this right now. Checking out more shit on the list. Yeah, you'd be amazed on how many TVs we've sold, bikes, puzzles. We can't keep a goddamn puzzle in the store. All of our fabric is gone. A lot of Rokus. Sorry, that's my cat drinking water in the background. Kind of sounds like a duck. I don't know. I think it's wrong trying to have the country like open up so soon, like business as usual. This isn't business as usual. This is a very unique and weird time, and I think we just need to stop for a while and just let it happen. And I really fucking think that the banks and everything and the landlords, that's the word I was looking for. Landlords, I think they should cancel it. I think they should cancel rent, cancel mortgages. I can't think of what that other video was where the guy was screaming at his camera about the payments and stuff, but it's like, you know, he's right though. Why can't you just add an extra X amount of months or whatever onto the mortgage later on? If you're already paying it off for 19 years, like you said, why can't you add 19 years and 3 months? Like, it makes sense. I think it should all be canceled. I really do. Oh, I'm gonna probably get some heat for that one. That's fine. Anyways, well, I have a couple things left on my list, but I really believe that Walmart is like trying to kill us. Which is not a funny thing, but I don't know how else to handle it. So I think, what was it, April 14th, I think, so that was a Monday because it was my day off. They started doing a health screening, so you go in, and that's when I also think they also made everybody started wearing masks, like as workers and stuff. But like you go in, you answer a few questions, and then you get the scanner thing to your forehead, and then they decide if you stay or go, basically. And but yeah, and then you know, it's aggravating because I will get to my story in a minute, but I'm gonna talk about this one first. But you know, you have a coworker who I trust very much, who I work with all the time, telling me, hey, this new kid just came in, got their head scanned, 101 temperature, and the person at the table said, sorry, gotta get management. Kid says, okay. Management comes over, how do you feel? I feel great. And like, and I'm not trying to make fun of the kid, I don't even know who the kid is, but they let him stay. They let the kid stay, and I found out later on that kid was cleaning carts. Do you want a kid with 101 temperature in the middle of a pandemic cleaning your carts? Do you feel okay with that? No, I think that they should have made the kid go home. I don't think it's right. And then with me, like, I'm a pretty sickly kind of person. I get sick all the time, and it's a bit complicated, but like, you know, I have breathing problems and stuff, and I had breathing problems, and I will explain it more in a minute, but like, it keeps happening, and I keep telling them, and then they're like, well, it's not a new symptom, so just clock in. And it's like, but it's reoccurring. Shouldn't that concern you? Like, because they make you feel bad if you're trying to like tell them like, hey, I don't think I should be working right now, but then they're trying to like guilt trip you into staying, and it's messed up. So anyways, I have a very meticulous calendar on my phone, which I can't show you at the moment because I'm filming. But anyways, so February 29th, I got like sick because my boyfriend got sick. He didn't feel good, but he was fine within like 2 or 3 days. But anyways, March 1st, I believe, I can refer to my notes later on if I can figure out how to edit, maybe. But yeah, March 1st, you know, was the worst of it because it was on a Sunday. I had a fever really bad. I had chills, body aches. I felt kind of nauseous. And I thought, okay, well, whatever. Like, I've had the flu before. I've had the flu like a couple of times. Like, that's fine. If it was just that, I would have ignored it and it would have been whatever. But what got me worried was because I stayed home from work that day, obviously, because I took a lukewarm bath and then I went and got out so I can get back into my PJs. But like, I couldn't breathe, and it was like that for like an hour, and it was like, and it's not just like like, it was like like you're struggling to get air in. And I was laying down, which is like, you know, the most relaxed basically your body can be, you know, and even then when you're laying down and you can't get any air in, what are you supposed to do? I was like that, oh my God, for like probably like an hour at least. It scared the shit out of me. And I didn't know what to do, and I felt horrible. Oh my God, I felt so horrible. So, and then the next day I already had an appointment made to go to the doctor's, but it was more of like a counselor thing. But I already confirmed the appointment on Friday, but I didn't want to call them because I felt bad. So I went, but I took one of the surgical masks that they had at the front desk because I was coughing so much. It was so gross. And I'm trying to talk to the lady, and it wouldn't stop. And then she's like, do you want to see a doctor? I'm like, uh-huh. So she sends me upstairs to go see like a regular doctor, not like a head doctor. And my usual doctor was out of town that week, so I had to see the lady my mom usually sees. And I told her my symptoms, and I said, hey, is there a possibility it could be the coronavirus? Because at this point, it hadn't really hit the States too much yet. At most, I think it was like maybe in Washington, I think. I don't know. But I think it was a very valid concern. I was very concerned. And she scoffed and laughed at me, and she's like, it's not even in the state yet. And it's like, so you're not gonna take me seriously at all? Cool. Love that. But yeah, it's just, I just don't get it. And then, so she gave me Tamiflu for 5 days, Miss Tammy. So, and she's like, okay, you gotta pick this up and then stay home at least until Wednesday. I'm like, okay. So, get in my car, and where I live, a lot of things are really far away. So, but my doctor's office is about 20 minutes away from my mom's house. And from my mom's house to my work is only 20 minutes. So I sat in the parking lot and I called my mom and I'm like, hey mom, I gotta go get a prescription and I gotta tell work that I can't come in. Do you wanna go with me? She's like, yeah, I'll go with you. So drive over to her house, pick her up, have the mask on because I'm coughing and shit and it's just really gross. And excuse me. And but yeah, I get there and everyone's looking at me like I have the plague. And God, I'm so cringe. Anyways, so I get there and it's taking a long time to get a hold of management. So I'm like, well, I'll get my prescription, whatever. And here looks gross. So I get my Tamiflu, my Miss Tammy, and I keep going up to my friend, actually one of my best friends, who's a CSM, customer service manager, for the front end. And I'm like, hey, can you get a hold of management? I need to talk to them. And he's like, yeah, whatever. And so I finally was able to go out back. Sorry, my foot itches. So I did, and I had my doctor's note, and stupidly enough, I forgot to photocopy it at my mom's house. So I took a picture of it whilst in the middle of my manager yelling at me. That was fun. But yeah, so I told her, I'm like, look, my doctor says I have the flu. I can't be here tomorrow, probably Wednesday. I don't remember if I stayed home Wednesday. I think I did. I don't remember. Probably have it written down somewhere. But yeah, so I did that, and then I went home and I took my Tamiflu for 5 days, and then things started getting really crazy, and then I found out literally a week later that coronavirus had hit Auburn, which is a few towns over and stuff, and my mom and I were just there a few days earlier, and I'm like, that makes me nervous. So I waited because they kept saying on the news, hey, coronavirus tests cost $1,000 a pop. I work at Walmart. I don't have that much money. I can't afford $1,000, so I don't even have $1,000. Not even now, but like, but yeah, so I waited, which was probably the wrong thing to do, but what do? You know, I don't know. If I was rich, I would go, but I'm not, so, anyways, so I waited like 2 or 3 weeks, and I got really scared, so I called my doctor's office, and I told him, like, look, I think I had it, I don't know what to do, what do I do? So I go to my doctor's office, and I actually get my actual doctor this time, and they had me sit in the car, and then I waited a little while, and then she came out, you know, dressed to the nines, all in her PPE, and I feel really guilty that she wasted it spending time with me, because whatever. But yeah, so she took me to my doctor's office basement, which I did not know that they had, and asked me how I was feeling, put one of those finger clippy things on my hand, on my finger, and yeah, and asked how I was feeling and what's going on. I showed her my very meticulous calendar thing and told her exactly what happened with the other doctor, and she told me, I believe with like 99% certainty that you had it, the coronavirus. And it scared the shit out of me because I've been working that whole time, and I work with a lot of old people, I work with a lot of people with sicknesses, and even now I feel a lot of guilt about that. That was wrong on my end, and I own that, you know. So I went home and I called my job, and I'm like, what do I do? And my manager said to stay home for a week, so I did. I loved every second. It was wonderful. Oh my God, it was amazing. And then I didn't know what to do, and because I was just like trying to get things back to normal and stuff. And then that following Sunday, because it was I think it was a Monday when I went to see her, I think. Anyways, but yeah, because I was gonna return on Tuesday. Anyways, so that following Sunday, I was just doing some dishes, and then all of a sudden I couldn't breathe again, and it was that kind of not breathing, like to the point where my boyfriend was like, hey, you need to stop, and you need to sit down and just lay down. I'm like, okay. So I did, and eventually it stopped. It took a while, like I think an hour maybe, I don't know, an hour, maybe 40 minutes, but yeah, I didn't know what to do. They weren't very clear on what to do at work. So I went back on Tuesday, and it was the 15th, and the day before, that's when they started doing the health screenings with the scanner and stuff. So anyways, they asked me, well, if you had any trouble breathing, blah blah blah, and I said, yeah, on Sunday. And she's like, okay, sit down, and I'm gonna get someone. And I'm like, okay. I thought I was in trouble. I thought I was gonna get fired, and like, that's fine. I'd like to be making $600 a week. Hello, unemployment. I'm sorry, I shouldn't joke about that. Anyways, so then I was told, you need to stay home another week. So I did. I loved every second, yet again. It was amazing. And then I came back. And then I think about a week later, all I did that whole time, that one shift, was just cleaning the displays. And I had my mask on. I wasn't doing anything strenuous whatsoever. And then it was the same thing where I couldn't breathe again. And I had to leave early, and I stayed home, I think, for 2 days. And my friend, my CSM friend, was really worried, and he's like, hey, maybe you should like call the doctor or something. I'm like, okay. So I did, and they wanted me to get chest x-rays done. So they had me call the hospital, and then I tried, and I told them what was going on, my symptoms, and they're like, yeah, no, we don't want you coming in with those kind of symptoms. So they had me get an official coronavirus test that following day, so on a Friday morning at 9 a.m. And then I found out Saturday morning at 11 that I didn't. So the thing is I believe I had it at one point. But the problem is I'm symptomatic, is what my doctor said. So to be quite honest, I don't really think I should be working with the public. That's just my opinion. I know somebody somewhere out there is gonna be like, oh, you're just being lazy because you're stupid and blah. You can think that. I mean, I've been working since I was in high school. I don't really care. I've had the same job for 5 years. I work all the time. I show up to like as many shifts as possible unless I'm sick or it's snowing, which is always the slogan I say. And then I had another job for 2 years prior to that, and then I was a town sexton before that, which is mowing cemeteries if you didn't know, and then I was a lunch lady at my high school while I was still a student. So like I've been working a long time. It's not that I'm lazy, it's just I just don't think that it's safe, especially seeing how I work with a lot of older people, especially a very, very sweet older man with some heart problems, and it just makes me nervous because they keep letting in a lot of people that are like sick. And then even last Thursday, that was the other thing. Last Thursday, I couldn't breathe, and I tried telling the person at the wellness table that following shift, so Saturday, what was going on, and before I could even say anything, they answered all the questions for me, and before I could even like try to correct them, they already submitted the thing. So it's like, well, what am I supposed to do, So most people I know are lying to get in to work, because we can't afford to stay home. And we're not heroes. We're being held hostage. And it's not funny. And it's really screwed up. It's just, we're literally just stuck here, and we don't know what to do. Quite honestly, we would all like to get fired so we can be on unemployment, because unemployment pays way more than Walmart ever could. This week they because we do get quarterly bonuses. We did happen to get a quarterly bonus this particular paycheck, so I got like about $500 something, and that's bi-weekly paychecks. But on a normal week, I'm lucky if I make maybe $400 bi-weekly, when I could be making $600 a week, I don't know. And it drives me nuts, because not all, but some customers are bragging about it to us and rubbing it in our noses, and it's just like, dude, we're trying our best. We have no motivation. We have no reason to go on here. We just are, because we have bills to pay, unfortunately, and we're stuck here because we have no choice. Morale is at an all-time low. They just expect us to Sorry, hold on. There we go. They just expect us to just act like everything's normal, and then, there we go. They get out like twice as much stuff out on the floor, and to get so much more stuff done, and it's like, dude, I'm about to like fucking snap. Give me a moment, you know. And then like none of us are happy. I know me in particular, I've been very bitchy lately, and there's been a lot of people that don't deserve it, and then there's a lot of people that do, and it's just like, sorry Doug McMillon. Oh, did you hear that? My back. Ooh. Sorry Doug McMillon. Sorry Walmart Corporation. What other things does Walmart own? Sorry Sam's Club, Jet.com, ModCloth, apparently fucking ThreadUp now. The collaboration with Shoes.com I heard you got going on. I could be wrong about that. Sorry to all you fuckers, but like, we don't care, and it's pretty apparent you don't give a fuck about any of us. You know, there's a slogan that's my cat. He has a respiratory issue. There's a slogan in the manager's office, because we have to be reminded we're at Walmart 24/7, and it's basically along the lines of Sam Walton saying like, take care of your associates and your associates will take care of your customer. But like, to be quite frank, nobody's taking care of us. Nobody gives a fuck about us. I've had my job threatened. I've had my life threatened. I've had people wanting to throw shit at me. I've had people throw shit at my coworkers, at my friends. I've had people make fun of my friends and all this other shit, and it's just like, why should I care? Why should I give a fuck? I'm not a hero. I'm a hostage. I shouldn't air quote that. I'm a hostage for a shitty retail job that doesn't care and won't care, no matter how many shitty commercials that they're wasting money on says, you know. Stop spending all your fucking money on these commercials and just pay us. It's not difficult. Spend your millions of dollars or billions of dollars and just pay us the money, you know? Hell, if I got $600 a week, you could, I don't know, tell me I'm a bitch every day. I don't give a shit. At least I'd be happier, you know? Wow, this is already almost an hour. It's a little bit better than I thought. So the last thing I would like to say is that there's a quote from Doug McMillon, old Dougie MacMillions, for a website called Axios. I don't know how to pronounce it. AXIOS.com. I will put up a screenshot or a link or something, and I'll pretend I'm a real YouTuber. Something. Anyways, so there's a quote, because they asked old Dougie McMillions why we're not getting paid hazard pay, and he said, and I quote, and I'm probably gonna read this wrong because I'm not good at reading aloud. I'm so sorry. I don't like to think of that as hazard pay because it diminishes why our people are coming to work. When I talk to them, they're not coming to work because of that. They're coming to work because they want to serve. I don't know who the fuck you're talking to, but I come to work to get money. What's that song? I think it's a 2 Chainz song. Get bitches, get money. You know, that one? Like, that's why I go to work. You know, maybe if I got paid $600 a week, I would come to serve, but also to get paid. But seeing how as I'm not, you know, I think that's a crock of bullshit So I'm sure you are probably sitting in your Doug McMillion mansion, $1 million mansion. I'm not good at these joke pun things. It is 1:12 a.m. Anyhow, you know, you're probably sitting in your McMansion and talking to people that, I don't know, fucking work in HR, that work in an office building. Those are probably the people that you ask, do you want extra money? No. And if Doug McMillan ever makes a reaction video or something, which I highly doubt, he'll probably be like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't say that. Like, you know, I'm a Yankee, okay? I don't have your Southern sensibility, okay? Like, I don't do this to serve people. I do this to, as I said before, get bitches, get money. I do this to pay my bills. This is a job to me. If this ever became a career for me, I think I would jump off of a bridge into a lake and then swim away somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know who you're talking to, but I can guarantee you that you're either talking to the wrong people, being people that are way higher up that don't actually do any work for your store, or you're talking to people that do work in your store that are probably terrified to say the wrong thing because you're probably going to fire them if you do say the wrong thing. You know what I mean? They're probably scared, and that's probably why they would say something like that. We don't want extra pay. Like, it's just, that's the stupidest fucking thing I ever heard. It's fucking ridiculous. Hello, Sora. I get it. It's greed, but also, oh my God, grow a pair and just give us the money. Grow a pair of money bags and then just throw them at me and all of your 2.2 million employees. There's a thought for you. I think it's so fucking stupid. You have the money. You have your own personal wealth. Walmart has their own fucking personal wealth. The Waltons sure as fuck have their own personal wealth. I think you could afford to pay us. And I think it's really fucking shitty that you don't. And I hope that when this is all done, whenever it ends, probably in 20 fucking years, because nobody wants to do anything to sacrifice, God forbid I have to wear a mask for 20 minutes to go get a jug of milk. Like, whenever this ends, I hope that whenever people go to interviews for Walmart from now on, or other places such as like Sephora, looking at you, girl, or I think Bed Bath & Beyond, that they say, what did you do for your employees during the 2020 coronavirus pandemic? And then you can sit there and say, nothing. And then I hope that they sure as fuck walk out that fucking door and that they never come back. I'm probably gonna get fired. Oh well. Here's the thing. I'd rather get fired for saying my opinion, and meaning it, than to pretend anymore. I've gotten bullied by this fucking store so many times. Not just the customers, I mean by the actual management team, and by employees. And I've had enough. I'm at my wit's end and I don't care anymore. So, do your worst, Walmart. Here's to looking at you. And also, to make it even worse, unions are the greatest fucking thing on this whole fucking planet when it comes to work. There's good unions, and sure as fuck there are bad unions, but I would love a union. Anyways, it's almost 1:20 in the morning, and I'm very tired, And I think I'm gonna watch Mad Men before it gets taken off of Netflix. So, fuck you, Walmart. Hold on. Fuck you, Walmart. Fuck you, Doug McMillan. Fuck you, Waltons. Fuck you, Jeff Bezos. You had nothing to do with this, but I hate you. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that's good for right now. Bye.